right. Welcome back to the Expert Style Lounge. We are excited about today's topic because, it's summer and we need to be talking about summer style. So today's topic, defining your
Mhm.
summer capsule for both work and weekend. So that's what we're going to be
Yes.
diving into today. So,
Yeah.
Love it.
Courtney, why don't you kick us off?
Absolutely. So, a summer capsule wardrobe that, like Tavia just said, serves both your workwear and your weekend. And so, we're going to be talking about things that help you create ease, but can also be elegant or, elevated for the gentleman, but also make an impact, right? So, I think where we'll start with is vision, right? So not just the clothes, but what do you envision for yourself? And so what do you want to feel like this summer? Is it
Mm,
energized? Is it
Mm.
refreshed? Is it polished? Is it free? So that can be like the start of how you start to imagine or anchor the clothing choices in the wardrobe for your lifestyle and for your workwear, during the summer. So we're not going to be talking just about feeling good. Of course, we want to feel good and we want to look good, but we really do want to be aligned with whatever that vision is for what we see for the
Mhm.
summer. So
mm,
the wardrobe should reflect the season that you're in, right? So this summer, what are those things that you're going to be doing? So, ladies, let's talk about some of the things that the people that we serve will be doing this summer and
Yep.
how we can aid them and support them in dressing for that.
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, I'll jump in real quick. I'm getting amazing pictures and seeing my clients' TikTok stories who are over in Monte Carlo and Panama
Mm,
City. And I absolutely loved doing just an amazing capsule wardrobe for each of them. And, for Panama City, it was, very breathable because it's very humid, so much more humid than I realized humidity could get for her wardrobe. So we did like lots of cotton, lots of linen. Then I think I did about like 11 pieces, and we spent about an hour and a half going through all of them. And we made, I think, 35 different outfits with that. And they were just amazing. And then for my lovely lady that is in Monte Carlo, she's sending me also the video of the Formula One racing that's going right past her hotel. Looks like she has an amazing
mm,
spot, but did
mhm.
lots of just like more polished, more resort wear, more elegant, but still, breathable and stuff that you can, dress a little bit, down, aka elevated casual, and then some really gorgeous pieces for her to wear for dinners. But I just loved making, the capsule wardrobes for the two very different places and very different
Mm,
climates and very different activities that she was going to be doing. But I loved how they were both like, wow, like this is only a few pieces. I can
right.
still get like a few more while I'm out in the places that I'm going. And
Mhm.
you can hit me up with any occasion and I have an outfit ready to go. I'm not stressed
Mm,
out and I have so
mhm,
much room in my luggage. So it made me
Yeah.
wicked
mhm,
happy. They were wicked happy.
That's a
mm.
really great example. Travel is the thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
That's what we tend
Huge.
to do a lot during the summer. So,
Yep.
Mhm. I mean, similar clients that are going away, travel, and also some of my clients are just kind of feeling like they want to step it up.
Yeah.
Summer's the
Yep.
season to like kind of break free a little bit. We've been hibernating all winter long, and then once the season changes, starts to get warmer weather, you want to like
Days
dress
longer.
differently.
Yep.
Yeah, nights are
Right.
longer, the sun's out later. You want to be hanging out and being more active outside. So
Mhm.
thinking about how you get dressed to be outside more, right?
Yep, and
Whether that's
also
going to the beach or the
interjecting,
park.
pop on the
Hmm.
sunscreen.
Yes, don't forget your
Always
sunscreen.
wear the
Always,
important.
sunscreen.
Doesn't
always wear the
matter
sunscreen.
whether you have melanin or not. Sunscreen is important for
That's
everybody.
Yep,
right.
yep.
And please, like, remember, it's not just reserved for the beach, okay?
Yeah.
When you go out in the sun, I feel like there's just this thing like, oh, I'm not going to the beach today, so I don't need to
Right,
wear sunscreen. No,
right.
actually, you should wear sunscreen all the time,
All the
even if you're
time.
not going to the beach to suntan. No, you're going to be outside in the sun. You have
Love
to
it.
protect yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, whether
So
you're
now it's
going for
part
a
of the
walk,
wardrobe, everybody.
right? Yes, it's like you have to be wearing it. You're outside for a long period of time, even in like a half an hour, you should be wearing
Hmm.
sunscreen, and putting it. I sometimes make the mistake. I'm like, oh, I didn't put it on, and I was out longer than I thought I would be. Right. So at least bring it with you.
Yep.
So I always just throw it in my bag to
Hmm.
have. So that is a good point. But yeah, we're like thinking about how to dress, just to be outside more.
Hmm.
Yep.
Just your activities have changed. We're not doing a lot of things inside. We're doing more outside things, whether it is like day long things like at the park, or going somewhere for the weekend, or going to the beach, or so there's a lot of that. I also have clients that are getting ready for speaking engagements, so
Hmm.
thinking about how to dress for the stage, how to dress for their brand.
Right.
That's a big one. And how to stay cool in the
Yeah.
summer,
Yep.
right? How to
Exactly.
dress so you're not sweating
Right.
constantly through your clothes.
And then also the
Right.
layers of being outside and then going
Mhm.
into the crazy AC and,
Yes.
So
doing the
yeah,
layers
Yes.
for
that
that.
makes layers really important.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I love all of that. And I think that another way we can kind of like integrate some fun is like color, right?
Yep.
So
Hmm.
maybe
Pop on
choosing
us
a
into that.
signature color palette
Yep.
for the
Yes.
summer and kind of weaving
Mm.
that in to your
Maybe some
Right.
wardrobe as
statement
well, right?
prints. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Prints.
that's right. It could be a pop of color, it could be an accent color, it could be
Hmm.
a base color, but that's really fun to do is,
Hmm.
let colors support your energy. Like however you're
Yes.
showing up, let the color really speak to that. So it could be
Mm.
lighter, it could be playful, but it could also
Yes.
be really clean and bold too.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
So
And to
I've
give
been
a
working.
nod,
Yes.
sorry,
Hmm.
to
That's
give
okay.
a
Go
nod
ahead.
to the summer trend color this
Mm.
summer, we all got to get our butter yellow.
Butter
It's
yellow.
for me, not a color that likes me or my skin tone or my undertone. So your
Yeah.
own version of butter yellow, if you decide
Yeah.
to jump on the butter yellow trend that you have
Hmm.
probably seen everywhere.
I've seen it everywhere. I was going to say, I've been working with a lot of my clients on their colors,
Yep.
Mm,
and
Yes,
working
I'm
with a
getting a lot of
company
that
that,
too.
right? I'm working with a company now that does color cards, does the color, with the client, and then gives them a color card. They
Yep.
give it to them a digital version and also a printout. So when my client and I went shopping this week, she brought her printed color card, and we were able to use it to shop, colors for her. So I think, it's a helpful tool, right? And it's also a fun tool to be thinking
Mhm.
about. So you shop colors that are best for you and that actually make sense. So you can mix and match them with other things in your wardrobe. So you're not just buying random things,
Yeah.
right.
And
just
also helps with
because,
your
right?
makeup to know
Makes
your
Mhm.
up with
skin
your
tone
cup.
and
Yes,
undertone.
absolutely. So that part too, right? Yeah. And so that I just wanted to say that also, like, uh, what I think is fun, and I've seen a lot out there now, are sets. So, like a
Yes.
matching top and pant,
Yep, the cohorts.
because you can wear this coords, yeah, or sets or coords is what they're called. You can wear these sets that match together, but also you could take the sets and wear them with
Mix and
other
match
things.
it.
The
Yeah,
top can match with
Yeah.
different bottoms, and the bottom can match with different tops. So I
right.
think that's like a fun thing that I've seen a lot out there,
Yeah,
recently, and
that is
I've
fun.
gotten some myself. Yeah.
Mhm,
Mhm.
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 So you can go
Yes.
monochromatic or you can
Yep.
mix and match. That's great.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
that. Well, we already made a nod to the capsule wardrobe because we're all, supporters of that. But really, like you should pick a small amount. It really only takes like 8 to 12 powerful pieces to be able to rotate it with intention. So I
Mhm.
think you can focus on a capsule for your workwear, and then you can
Mhm.
focus on a capsule for the weekend. So we talked
Mhm.
about like breathable blazers, midi skirts, elevated sleeveless tops. I just bought this sleeveless top that is like one shoulder on, one off, and it's really elegant. I
Love
can wear
that.
it with, a midi skirt, or I could wear it with jeans, right?
Yep.
It's very versatile. And then the wide leg trousers, because they're breathable and they're
Yep.
fun, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah,
then
it's
for
super
your
in right now.
weekend, yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
your weekend, you could do like relaxed dresses and structured shorts and effortless button downs, and, really pull out those sandals and play with that. So,
Hmm.
what pieces
Mm-hmm.
do you think, or can you recommend that will do double duty, right? Maybe with like a simple switch of accessories or shoes.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I
Um,
love. Yeah, I have an idea. I mean, like lately, I'm sure everybody's been seeing vests.
I
Like
was just
vests
going to
are
say
having
that.
a moment, right?
Yep.
Vests are everywhere.
Both
Brand after
vests or and
vest,
or waistcoats.
waistcoat, vest, waistcoat. And I think they're super cute because you
Hmm.
could wear them sometimes as a top on their
Yep.
yeah.
own, or you can unbutton them and wear them as like a layering piece, right?
Mhm.
And I do think you could wear them to work because a more structured one looks
Yep.
polished with a
Mhm.
polished, more like a dressier pant. Or you could wear them with jeans or shorts, for a weekend look. And I think they're super cute. And to me, that would be a very versatile item that
Mhm.
could be workwear or weekend, the way you
That's a
style it.
great recommendation. Yeah, I love
Yep.
Mhm,
that
mhm,
'cause I have a
mhm,
couple.
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
for sure. And
Mhm,
I just bought one of those, so I'm very excited. It's a black, take kind of look like a nod on a sleeveless blazer. So it's a single
mm,
button
mhm.
vest, and then it has the wide leg pants to go with it. So I'm wicked excited to
Cute.
style that up. So I'll give one for the gentleman. I will definitely say a destructured, aka unstructured, aka unlined linen blazer sport coat
Mhm,
for the gentleman, and then a matching pant to go with it. And that, like, you can wear it together. You could pop a t-shirt
mhm.
with it, pop a polo with it, do a breathable button down with it. You can,
Very
just totally linen it up. And
right.
if you do that, dress it up with some great monk straps. For me, it's my favorite shoe. Some people love
Mhm.
it,
Mm,
some
mhm,
don't, but I love the look of
mhm.
it. And
Mhm.
then a belt that, either matches or goes right with it, very polished. But then you could take those same pieces, pop the blazer sport jacket off, just have the linen button down, roll up the sleeves,
Yeah.
pop the belt off, and then, put on your uh, leather slides, faux leather slides, and then you're ready, to grab drinks on the beach, or, go to a backyard barbecue. But excuse me, for the gentleman, having that linen suit or linen, sport
Mhm.
coat and pant is
Yeah.
great to dress up,
Yeah.
dress down.
No, I agree with you, and the cool thing about the linen for the gentleman is it'll carry you all the way through the fall, right?
Yep.
Like,
Mhm,
you can go summer into fall and
mhm.
still rock those, but think of all the colors that you can
Yeah.
possibly get linen
Yep.
in, right? So, summer colors are just colors that, again, will support you into the fall, so I think that's a great recommendation too. So jumping back to the ladies, I know
Mhm.
these sundresses are like a thing, right? Like, we
Yep.
can't wait
Seeing a
for
lot of
that
those
weather with
lately.
sundresses.
Mhm.
I just say buy one that really, fits your body type,
Hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Because that will serve you over and over again. But also pick fabrics and cuts that work for you as well. Um, yeah, that would just be my thing. If you're gonna invest in a sundress, find one that really works for you, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
And
mhm,
again, you can do ones that will also be, you can layer,
Yep.
and
mhm.
find, you can wear with heels, or you can wear with sandals, or with wedges,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
So, or you can adorn with jewelry, or you could be, a little bit more relaxed. There's so many ways you can dress them up or dress them down.
Yep.
Mhm.
You can get patterns, you can get solid colors, pop of colors. I mean, just really have fun with the sundresses, but find the one that fits your body best.
Yep.
right?
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can use it, fall and winter, like depending, if it is, truly very, very, very summery, it might be a little bit more challenging, but you can pop like boots with it, pop a sweater over it, and then, take it into the cooler months.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Very good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very good. So let's talk about what else did I have? I guess when we're talking about workwear in terms of style by, does this piece support how I'm leading, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when
Mm-hmm.
we think about work and how you show up, summertime doesn't mean your all fashion sense disappears. It means you get a little bit smarter, right? And maybe a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more, I don't know, stylish in how you dress.
And not
Because
scandalous as
yeah,
some of the people. It's like it's summer. I don't have to wear much clothing to the office anymore.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You want to
Yep.
be
I've
careful because
seen some people. It's like,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. You want to feel at ease. You want to be comfortable in it, right? But if you have to walk into a building among other colleagues, you want to be mindful about how
yes.
you're
Mm-hmm.
showing up, right? In a way
Right.
that
Yep.
is professional, but can
Hmm.
still be a little bit relaxed, right?
Mm-hmm. I
So,
think you know what I see a lot from my male clients or just men in general, just living in New York City. I see the summertime as a time when they get a little lazy with
mhm,
dressing. And I think it's because, a lot of them tell me, well, it's hot. I don't want to
Yep.
wear a suit, Tavia. It's too hot to wear that. I don't want to be drenched in sweat, wearing
mhm,
all these layers, right? And I get that. So, what you do instead is you wear something that is still polished, but it doesn't have to be this, suited up look, right? Even if you have a more relaxed work environment, you could wear a dressy polo.
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
that men think all polos are equal, and they
Nope.
are not. There are casual polos, there are golf polos, there are other types of polos, PK polos. There are lots of different polo options out there now, I think more than ever. There's like so many to
Hmm.
choose from. There's also like dressy sweater knits that are in this silhouette of a polo, but
mhm.
they look a little more elevated. So you have a lot more options, I think,
Yep.
now than ever. And so you do not have to opt for a lazy looking polo. You could go for the dressier looking polo. And that would be a way for you to look still elevated. And could you wear a trouser instead of just a basic khaki? Or all right, maybe you wanted something a little more casual, go for like a cool, five pocket pant that looks a little more dressy, like a
Hmm.
sateen fabric, a lightweight. You have to think about fabrics, I think, more than anything with menswear is like it's
Yep.
silhouette and it's fabric. And when you pick the wrong two together, the fabric and the silhouette
Mhm.
they just look casual automatically. And this is like subtle details with menswear because
Right.
menswear doesn't change so much. So I would say that's the biggest thing that I see with, keeping your look polished, but, you know, still feeling cool.
Yeah,
That's,
I love
yeah.
like what you're talking about for the polos. I love putting my gentleman clients in the silk linen blend
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
polo because it
Mm,
has
Yep.
like a little bit like more fluidity and it's
Mm-hmm.
just so breathable and so nice. And they make them in so many
Mm-hmm.
different colors, and or you can do just, the linen blend polo that has maybe a little cotton in it as the blend. It's
Right.
a little bit less fluid, but it's just so
Mm-hmm.
breathable. It's so nice. If, gentlemen that are listening, ladies as well, if you haven't discovered the magic of linen, because you're like, linen wrinkles. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to try it. Nope. Get a blend.
Get
Like
a
mhm,
blend.
linen is so nice. It is so
Yes.
like air conditioning for your body when you go out. It's crazy.
mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
highly recommend, a
Mm-hmm.
blend.
Also,
Yeah.
Seersucker, believe it or
Yep.
not,
Oh yeah.
Seersucker has had a makeover. I will say
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
had a major makeover, and it's not the
Nice.
stuffy old seersucker from the past, right? Or
Exactly.
looks super preppy. I mean, there's lots of different looks, for the
Mm-hmm.
seersucker now, different colors even. And there was a whole special on it, believe it or not, on CBS Sunday Morning recently, all about seersucker and
Oh,
how
I
it's
did
had a
not
new
catch
kind of
that.
resurgence. Yeah, I'll send it to you. It has
Yeah.
a new resurgence. Um, and I think it's some people forget, like, it actually, the fabric itself, because of the
It's very
puckering
light.
effect,
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
very lightweight.
Very
It
lightweight.
is
Exactly.
it
Mm-hmm.
has a functionality, just like when
Mhm.
we wear denim, right? Real denim has a function.
Mhm.
Now denim has lots of blends and things like that with the stretch, and all kinds of, like, they're not 100% cotton anymore, like, we have moved on, right? We've evolved. However, fabrics have an original
Mm-hmm.
reason why they were invented, for sturdiness, for
Right.
functionality, just like, linen is for cooling, it's lightweight, so it's breathable. So that's why we wear it in the summer months, just like
Yep.
seersucker. So, look out for fabrics that make sense to wear in a warmer month
That's right.
versus something that's heavier in a fall winter. There are reasons why we should have versatility like that in our wardrobe when we live in climates. Maybe you or somebody doesn't live in a climate with multiple seasons, but all three of us do. So, we
Yep.
need to be thinking about that for our clients. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. So when you're thinking about your capsule wardrobe, think about the clarity, right? Each piece
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
should serve a purpose. Simplicity. I know exactly what it is I'm looking for, right? What are those things that will be functional and, allow me to also be flexible, but then also the freedom, right? The wardrobe works for me in
Mm-hmm.
work and outside of work so that you just
Yep.
kind of have this capsule that supports every piece or every part of your life.
Yes.
So if you could make one recommendation for your client as they're assembling or putting together their capsule wardrobe for summer 2025, what would that be?
Oh, just one?
Mm.
I don't know how to
One
do
item.
one.
Well, it could be an item or a tip or just something that's practical but also actionable that they could listen to this and take it away and apply it to their wardrobe for, to curate a summer wardrobe.
Yeah.
Mm.
I guess I'll go with yeah, I can't do just one. I can't. I
It's
thought about
okay.
it. I can't just do one. So
I'm
I
sure
would
they'll
go with
accept more than one.
like what you were saying in the beginning, kind of like your words. I always start, my clients off like during this style discovery call with the 3 words and 3 goals. And I would say, if you are doing like just a summer capsule wardrobe, think of your 3 words, like what do I want someone to think the minute that they're meeting me, either in person or on Zoom. And your style is going to have that conversation with them first, no matter who you are. And like, you might have the most amazing personality, but especially during summer, we want to stay cool and confident. Like, your clothing is going to have that first conversation with them. So think of your 3 words and then your 3 goals. And we were all, talking about this, like your lifestyle. Like, do I want to get a promotion this summer? Do I want to go to a trip and, have an amazing time and kind of like have fun with my summer style there? Or, am I an entrepreneur and I'm having a new release this summer? So I would say your 3 goals and your 3 words, and then, a little bit of your current wardrobe, a little bit of Pinterest for the aspirational style, and then, start to make your capsule wardrobe with the basics and the neutrals, and then fun pops and statements and prints and accessories, etc. That is my
Mm.
long, short one tip.
It's that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say this because I think people sometimes think when they hear us or think, what we do for a living, they think we're going to tell them that they have to dress up all the time. Like,
Nope.
oh my God, she's going to tell me I need to dress up, and that's going to automatically make my style better.
We may always
And
tell you to define your waist because that's just helpful. And we have
that's helpful.
your best
Right.
advice for you.
But it's so what style isn't necessarily better style isn't dressing up necessarily, it's dressing better. So how can you, is it a better fit? Is it a better color? Is it a better fabric? Pick what it is that could be better. And it could be all three. Maybe you are someone who doesn't have to dress up for work, or just your lifestyle doesn't, you just don't need to. Okay, fine, right? But how do you make your wardrobe better and make you feel empowered? And when you look good, you feel good. And so could it be a better quality? Could it be a better fit? Could it be a better fabric, a better style, a color that you're not, you're just wearing black all the time? How many times I talk to people, or a lot of women lately are like, I just have a ton of black in my closet. Okay, I know we live in New York City, but we gotta do better. We need some color. Okay. And so there are just little things that you could change that would immediately make your look better. And that's where I would start after what Amanda said.
Yeah, no, I think that's all really good. For me, I'm thinking in terms of investment, right? Because I think summer clothes, you're probably a little bit more inclined to buy less expensive things, but I still want you to maintain quality over quantity, right? And make better investments in your clothing. And if that means cleaning your closet, which we recommend at any time of the year, but especially during the summertime, it's probably a good time to like take an overhaul, take a look at things, get rid of those things that are no longer working for you, and start to, get your wish list together and decide what needs to stay, what needs to go. But in the summertime, when we're buying things like tanks and tees and those sundresses, don't go for that fast fashion.
No.
Go for things that are sustainable and that you'll be able to get wear out of next summer. Granted, you launder it correctly and maintain it well. Yeah. So just think about that. Make more intentional decisions about your wardrobe this summer as you're building your capsule. Think about those things so you can mix and match with other things, right? To make your wardrobe more complete and to make it work better, more harmonious for you, and making things easier for you. So, I mean, yeah, that was more than one thing, but I mean, it all works together.
Yeah.
It all works together. And I think those were really great recommendations. If there are questions that you have, please drop them in the chat. We would love to address those for you.
Please do.
Any questions you have about your summer wardrobe, for either workwear or weekend or travel, any things that we can, ways that we can support, we would absolutely love to do that.
And so, we've also curated our own capsules.
Yes.
So we're going to add those into the comment section so that you can take a look, and they're all shoppable capsules that we put together. So we have stuff for men and women, and so check out the capsules that we've curated so you can see there might be something in there that you need, that you could use to update and up level your wardrobe this summer. So I had to throw that in there. This was great. So we'd love to hear from you. Drop your comments below, your questions, reach out to us individually, and we would love to help you. So that's it for now, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.